What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and today we're talking Disney Star Wars. A lot of this drama started up right around about the beginning of the new year when Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy decided to go on CNN and to begin the whole woke virtue signaling feminist propaganda in regards to the Rey movie, saying how wonderful it is that Star Wars has its first female director to help shape the narrative and everything like that, fully discrediting the fact that you've had I just had her name off the top of my head, CEO of Lucasfilm. It's on the top of my tongue. It'll come out eventually. Kathleen Kennedy. You've had Kathleen Kennedy there for ever since Disney basically purchased Lucasfilm. You had Patty Jenkins at one point planning to actually run and work on a Disney Star Wars movie itself, you know, completely discrediting all the writers and everything like that have actually worked on Disney Star Wars before. Yeah, completely ignoring that. We ended up having Star Wars Theory actually do a interview with a psychologist that and talked about this gender issue within the Star Wars universe, actually discussed it and everything. And because of that, you had the Rolling Stone put out a hit piece, and then several other news outlets decided to put out this new hit piece, bringing back a discussion that is completely bullcrap, focusing solely on sexism and the Star Wars fan base. Female Star Wars fans strike back at claim about franchise is only for men. That's right, they're striking back. Now, that was not the actual claim. The claim was that the industry, the movies, everything like that, it was predominantly a male space. It was predominantly a male-oriented area, and that's actually kind of true. It was predominantly a male area. That's just what it was. The movies marketed more towards men. That means more men were interested in the Star Wars fandom, Star Wars movies, Star Wars whatever. It's just the matter of fact. That doesn't say women aren't interested in Star Wars either. In fact, growing up, one of the people that I knew that was more influential and more knowledgeable on Star Wars facts and the fandom as a whole actually was a woman. So yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't meant for women. It's just, it's predominantly a male space. And that's the same thing this lovely lady was saying. Well, because of a lot of this, we ended up having Daisy Ridley herself come out and actually make a statement and basically saying, hey, the sexism was all blown out of proportion, but don't take my word for it. Take it for yourself.
Conversation on the internet about how they don't want a female director, which seems bizarre because episodes of The Mandalorian were directed by females. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been overseeing all of this. So
kind of ends up disproving everything just by that statement, but okay.
You know, what is your take on that?
I think my take is things get blown out of proportion, and the interactions I've ever had with people have been nothing but wonderful and supportive. And honestly, the day we announced that I was coming back at Celebration last year, you cannot imagine the joy and goodwill in that room.
And I agree with her 100%. She's basically coming out and saying, yeah, the Star Wars fandom isn't sexist, guys. You're blowing it way out of proportion. You're making a big deal out of nothing. And now you're also getting a lot of people coming out and saying it's damage control. Disney Star Wars is doing damage control. Everybody's coming out of the woodworks to do damage control. You would take that as maybe a possibility if it wasn't for the fact that even the shill media is now coming out against Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley and sexism in Star Wars fandom is blown out of proportion. This is from Screen Rant. Over here from Fandom Wire, things get blown out of proportion. Daisy Ridley hasn't given up on toxic, sexist Star Wars fans ahead of Rey Skywalker movie. And then here from Inside the Magic, one of the most Disney-fied industries out there, one of the most shilliest of shill a magazine thing, internet, whatever, blog sites you can get. Daisy Ridley says Star Wars fandom sexism isn't really a thing. And that's the reality, is it's not a thing. It isn't a thing. You're now having Daisy Ridley come out and actually get attacked for her statements of simply saying, hey, the drama, all these claims of sexism in the industry is blown out of proportion. You're now having the shills come out against her, which goes to show you that this claim that she said, this thing that should not be like blown out of proportion, this thing that honestly, we should not be considering a shocker to have a star actually say for once, she's now getting attacked simply for saying that fact that there isn't really sexism in the industry. There isn't. The fans are fans. They're going to like this. They're welcoming to people. They're acknowledging people. Heck, even on our coverage when it came to the Rey movie being announced, none of us talked about Daisy Ridley. We all talked about Rey. Rey is the one that we don't like because she's not a character. She's a Mary Sue. She's not a defined individual. Daisy Ridley's lovely. Daisy Ridley's a kind, gentle person that I have no issue with. I have no beef with Daisy Ridley. Yeah, she's made one dumb comment in the past. Guess what? She got roasted for it. She left the internet because she understood that it was a bad claim, so she left the internet, and that was about it. Everything else Daisy Ridley has done is basically non-existent. She is a kind, gentle person from all accounts. She came out and actually defended the fans. First time we've had a star actually do that in I don't know how many years, and now she's actually getting attacked and roasted and everything for it, simply for saying, hey, I think these are kind of getting blown out of proportion. I'm just saying. That's what we live in right now. Daisy Ridley's getting attacked. You have people saying that it's all a PR stunt, but I don't think it is, simply because these articles exist, and it kind of goes to show you that she's not going along with the narrative, and that they're all angry that she's not coming out and saying they're all sexist, bigots, misogynist, bad people. Ugh. At the end of the day, you know what? I like Daisy Ridley. I'm not going to watch the movie, but I like Daisy Ridley. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.